What is going on, everybody? We back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super Return of the Fallen Gods finale. The finale's been a long time coming. Ultra Beerus versus Ultra Ligor, and Ultra Ligor standing on business, bro. Even before he's transformed. I don't know, Beerus. I don't know how Beerus can win. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, bro. Ligor built different, bro. Y'all, it has been cold these past couple of days since Monday. It snowed yesterday, like for the first time in a couple of years down here. I mean, snow, like a different state. That's probably why my fucking internet tripping. Cause ain't no way it took me that long to upload a fucking video, bro. 2.5 hours. That never happened before until this shit happened. So yeah, y'all might see this video at 5 o'clock. Dead ass. But anyway, hit the video, the like button, comment down below, and subscribe. Go to 3K. Not subscribe. Hit the bell. Fight on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel. Link in the description down below. Shout out to Alex. You're supposed to get to 2 million subscribers. Without further ado, let's dive on. Dun dun.
As our story now continues, following the initial battle involving Universe 20's God of Destruction Ultra Ligor having to battle against Universe 7's God of Destruction Ultra Beerus, as with both destroyers having to lay everything on the line and simply having to find out as to which destroyer between them is in fact the stronger God of Destruction, was when Goku went on to then chime back in, "Hey, so what do you think, Vegeta? Since Lord Beerus still appears to want to keep going out there against Lord Ligor,
hey, he ain't no bitch.
Think that this is going to continue to go before one of them emerges as the winner of this battle?" With Vegeta responding, "Well, it's hard for us to say for sure, especially with Lord Beerus having reached the heights of power that he recently did alongside with Gohan and Broly, but what's even more notable is how both you and I are dead last when compared to what we've seen and experienced here today, and so that much should be more than alarming to you, especially if we hope to catch up and surpass them, and so for all it's worth, we should go and take notice of what we've seen and the battles that we have experienced," Vegeta continues, "because if anything, this is very telling of where we stand, and if we wish to go and catch up in order for us to compete against the likes of any of them, especially against
Season 2
of these gods of destruction out there, then as soon as we go and get back into our world, we must start training immediately, Kakarot." With Goku responding, "Well,
no, dead ass.
Wrong here, because that's actually the first thing that I also intend on doing once we get back, but man, even despite with Lord Beerus being as strong as he currently is, seeing him struggle out there against Lord Ligor like this has really gotten me worried out there for him." To which it was only interestingly enough within that moment as Ligor was then shown having to grab onto Beerus's arm before shown having to slam his body down onto the ground, was when Ligor then went on to respond, "Now you listen here, God of Destruction, for you may have endured what I have delivered onto you thus far, but you and I both know that
Beerus
to outlast me for much longer here, God of Destruction. And while I doubt that even with your heart and body will it hold out here against my onslaught for much longer," Ligor continues,
I don't know.
"I ask you again to
I don't know how we're gonna win this.
here against me, for you will not win, which is
like, what will be the opening?
You just to stay down, for you can already see that
the window of opportunity. They got laser eye beams.
Continues upon being shown having to throw Beerus on over into the distance. You will only manage to go and take yourself so far here against me, which is why it would be wise for you just to go and give up now before this continues to grow worse for you, God of Destruction. I will never go and give into this battle, especially if I've already gotten this far here against you." Beerus went on to then stick his
There you go, lock in.
"And so, while I grow very annoyed at the fact that I can't seem to break through your guard, maybe if I go and start to erase certain body parts from you, will it only go as far as to favor me in this battle?"
Hello?
It was only just before
I don't
Beerus had
think
the
you
opportunity
should
to go
do
as far as
that.
to Hakai any one of Ligor's
You
limbs,
feel me?
Ligor went on to then shoot projections from his eyes by responding, "As if I would be foolish enough to allow for for you to go and remove any one of my body parts in the time for you to go and try
That's
to
what I'm
use
saying.
any sort of leverage here against me would be a mistake. Whoa, wait, was Lord Beerus really just about to go and Hakai one of Lord Ligor's body parts just to go and gain leverage
Look like
against
it.
him in this battle out there?
Bro said, fuck it.
With Whis responding, well, knowing Lord Beerus, it really wouldn't go as far as to surprise me in seeing him having to go and do what he needs to do in order to lay claim over his opponent during a battle. And as you should go as far as to know firsthand better than anyone for yourself, Goku, but it would only appear as though with how fast Lord Ligor appears to be responding out there in battle against Lord Beerus, I fear that it'll only continue to get worse for Lord Beerus out there, and unless he is able to bypass Lord Ligor's methods of battle, Whis continues,
You need to do
the
something.
beating will only continue to grow worse for him, I'm afraid, with Gohan responding. So
Oh,
do you
shit.
think that is because of how much power Lord Beerus had to be shown exerting just to simply stand a chance against him, Whis? Because it almost looks like Lord Beerus is doing what he had went and done against me when I went and first had to battle him. And so do you think that maybe perhaps this is because he's completely worn out there against him, with Whis responding, well, what I will say is that it's more than likely that he has, but Lord Beerus is starting to give into his anger out there against Lord Ligor rather than having to remain calm, and that is simply because if you go and take a little closer look and seeing as to how Lord Ligor is going about this
God
battle,
damn, bro, put your hands up.
he appears to be doing exactly as Lord Beerus ought to be shown having to do out there against him, but I'm also sure that since Lord Beerus is more than likely feeling the effects of this battle out here against Lord Ligor,
Sure, you can.
to explain as to why he is starting to lose his composure out there against him, with Ligor being shown having to look down at Beerus by responding, and so now give it up, Destroyer, for I do
I'm
not
gonna
wish
do
to
mouse,
continue
bro,
to
'cause this
go
shit
on
acting
you
stupid.
any more than I need to in order to make you walk away, and so now what's it going to be? And as the choice itself should be more than obvious to you by now on what it is that you should go and do, as Beerus went on to then quickly turn his head by then firing off a blast and responding, over my dead body I will, God of Destruction, for you may have gotten the better of me now, but just like you had pointed out to me earlier, you should go and take your own advice and not assume victory until you've truly beaten me, which you won't, Destroyer. And while
I don't know about that one.
the opening that I need to finally put you where you rightfully belong, Beerus continues, I'm not going to stop looking for it until I've made sure to see you crumble beneath my feet as a result of it. And if that means having to go and hit you with everything that I have over
Damn, bro, what the fuck on my mouse?
over and over again, then that
Doing that
is
BS
exactly
again, bro.
what I'm going to go and do. Beerus went on to then formulate a massive
Uh-oh.
sphere of destruction above him, and no matter how powerful you are and no matter how durable that body of yours is, you will not be strong enough to endure much more of these, even if you try to go and rip them apart again, because if you do, then I'll just go and continue to launch more and more of these down upon you until you are no longer able to continue, Destroyer. But then,
Can he do that?
shockingly
I feel like Zeno would not be happy about that.
formulate 3 gigantic spheres of destruction above his head, only calling them different in the meantime, was when Ligor went on to quickly respond, then if this is how you wish to go about this battle here against me, then allow for me to go and respond in kind, God of Destruction. For I will go and make sure that my Terra Force attack humbles you after tearing through your sphere
Terra
of
Force.
destruction. Oh, nonsense, Beerus responds,
Digimon.
throwing his sphere directly at Ligor. But if you insist, then let us go and find out if they can. For this battle ends right now, as I will go and put you in your place and establish myself as proving to you on why I am the strongest God of Destruction among them all.
I don't know about that, Beerus.
So be it, God of Destruction. Ligor then went on to fire his attacks directly at Beerus's. Then so now I want you to watch as even your best attempts against me prove to have been meaningless. To which, as both collisions were then shown having to happen, it would only now appear as though it is Beerus who is the one that is struggling in maintaining this battle against Ligor, as Beerus went on to then struggle by responding, oh, you've got to be joking. And the amount of force that he's driving into my attack, I'm unable to do anything to go and push those blasts of his back. I just can't allow for this to be on how this is all going to end, because I might be losing ground, but my spirit is far from broken. And as I have seen what the abyss is like when you stare directly into it, and if I wasn't scared of what I came face to face with then, God of Destruction, then you can go and think twice if you think that I'll be scared of this one too, Beerus continues.
Okay.
So, while I have the strength to hold you here at bay, you will have to go as far as to destroy me if you ever hope to see me submit to another god of destruction.
That nigga
Lord
said
Ligor.
bet.
And so as long as I remain in this battle here
Oh,
against
word?
you,
Bet.
this battle here is far from over. Do you understand? With Ligor responding, interesting, for even when faced against such overwhelming might, you still refuse to stand down here against me. How truly fascinating. A noble act, Lord Beerus, but what you fail to understand is that our fight here between us is already over. To which it was only in a shocking fashion as Ligor's attacks combined within themselves and completely having to overtake and swallow up Beerus' fear of destruction was when Vegeta went on to then respond, what? So, but this is just unbelievable. For not only was that destroyer able to completely shatter through Lord Beerus' attack, but they've also went as far as to combine within themselves all into one massive attack too. Oh, damn him. Beerus responds upon being shown putting his guard up. I was too careless to have allowed for him to get this far here against me, but even now, I won't let this be on how I will be remembered against him, for I just have to continue to try no matter what. Okay. Seconds later, with a gigantic nuclear explosion,
you do that.
Having to take place in nearly swallowing up the entire planet.
Anybody, my nigga, just, you know what I'm saying, take his victory. I don't know if Beerus gonna win this, bro. No.
Well, while the intensity of that attack is indeed alarming, and while Lord Beerus is undoubtedly in a very critical situation and having no other choice than to go and take those attacks head on the way he did, and I must go as far as to say that the nature of this overall battle was even something that I couldn't fully foresee, and as the power which Lord Ligor had wielded to overtake Lord Beerus' attack was not only a very calculated one, but it was also a very rigorous one on top of it all, which does raise a lot of concern here. However, and I can't help but feel as though Lord Ligor is surgically applying pressure and knowing exactly how much power to exert here against Lord Beerus.
Skadoosh. Let me try this. Unplug this.
Power in having to avoid completely destroying Lord Beerus along the way. And as I will admit that it is a style that may be proving to push Lord Beerus to his absolute limits, and if anything based on what I'm seeing come from him, then I do firmly believe that it would be safe to say that Lord Ligor's restraints could even be more dangerous than his raw power itself, and ultimately having his strategy lead to a much deeper understanding of both Lord Beerus' strengths and vulnerabilities, which could also explain as to why Lord Ligor was able to push past them, it seems. And so while I don't believe that Lord Beerus had been destroyed throughout this entire contest, Whis continues, and I do, however,
that's a big ass explosion.
Contest between them just in fact
that's the coolest explosion.
Over, but we will wait and see. But then it was only just within that very moment as Ultra Beerus was then shown having to emerge the smoke that was surrounding him and having to be shown extremely battle damaged was when Ultra Beerus went on to then respond. That was far more than I had originally expected.
I don't know, back in action.
But in the end, while my body feels as though it's about to break down on me, and while the pain
he's not in base
coursing throughout my body is one of the most painful that I have ever felt, when this is all said and done, it was as I had told you prior, for I still stand, as I would rather endure every ounce of agony that I feel now than to ever go and submit myself to another god of destruction ever again, Beerus continues. And if that means that I'll be going down despite my efforts here against you, then I'll fight by using every shred of power that I have left to go and make sure that I go and take a piece of you.
Beerus, get up!
And so now go ahead. Don't be afraid of what you see. Go ahead and hit me with everything you have, and let's see if you can go and finish the job, Destroyer. For if this battle against you is destined to be my last, then so be it. But I will not surrender, for that time of having me go and do so is over. Beerus went on to then crash on down by responding. And so now go ahead. What's holding you back?
It's already won, fam.
Come at me and let's see what you're made of. Let's see if you really have what it takes to go and make the right call. Oh, damn him. My body doesn't have the strength to go and hold myself together here, for he has went and completely wore me down. Oh, I wasn't ready for another god of destruction to wield a higher level of power while harboring a similar form like this. For if I only had known prior, then I could have went and been ready to have faced him, even if he went and amalgamated his powers like I have. And so I must go and try to find another way here. You know,
I don't see it, fam.
I didn't quite understand on why you wouldn't go and take my offer to then respond, especially despite me having to be shown giving you multiple opportunities to go and walk away. But I can now start to see as to why that is, and while it doesn't come as a surprise to me that you'd rather die than submit yourself here against me in this battle, in the end, I just want you to go and know that it was you, Lord Beerus, who had left me with no other choice than to go and do what I needed to go and do here, Ligor says. For I didn't go and expect to have things turn out the way they did, and while I kept telling you that I did not wish to inflict further harm upon you, you instead went and ignored my concerns and proceeded to continue anyways, and because of your actions, you have now forced my hand into doing what I did not imagine that I would have to go and do here against you, God of Destruction, for you had went and left me with no other choice here, and as such, Ligor says, I instead hereby offer you my hand in the name of upholding our honor, for this battle is yours, Lord Beerus. You win, Ligor says, for this battle has shown me everything that I needed to go and know about you, and I have no desire to turn this into a death match, and so in the end, I yield this victory over to you, not because you are weak, Ligor continues, but because I respect the fight that you have given me, and so let this mark the end of our conflict.
Shake my hand.
I offer you my hand as a sign of my respect, with the shocked Beerus having to then respond, what? But I don't understand, because while it's clear to us both that you stand as the stronger god of destruction between us, why would you go and instead yield to me like this? What do you stand to gain by not finishing me off, but instead grant me victory over you like this? Well, the answer is simple, Ligor responds, for I had promised myself that I would go and put an end to this contest once I had witnessed the full extent of your amalgamated power, and now that I was able to experience the full force of your ultra powers firsthand, I have decided to go and keep my promise and call this battle within your favor, God of Destruction, for it also had become clear to me throughout the course of our battle that you were never truly going to back down, nor were you willing to quit here against me.
You goddamn right.
Despite the odds that were shown being stacked against your favor here, I knew that the only way that I was going to win would have been to have completely destroyed you, Lord Beerus. And so because of this, while I knew that you would go and fight until the very end, even if it meant having to risk your own destruction, I in fact respect you far too much to go as far as to allow for that to happen, Lord Beerus. And while I find no shame in having to yield to you, Ligor continues, I believe that there is much more that we can go and learn from one another without having to turn this into a death match here between us. And so because of this, thank you for giving me a good and honorable fight, Destroyer, as not many could, and so I hereby offer my hand,
I believe it.
only as a fellow destroyer who
I believe
understands the full extent of your strength, as well as the passion
Who
that
gonna
you
press
feel
him?
behind having to use it here against me, but also as a fellow god who refuses to give in to their opponents, even when having to face off against the power that is far greater than their own, Ligor says. For you in fact have my greatest form of respect for giving me a battle that was truly worthy of a god, as Beerus went on to then look up by responding, so now I see, for you are almost similar to that Saiyan mortal Goku of mine in the way you offer your mercy and compassion to your enemies, but even now, the respect that I hereby have for you is also indeed indeed very mutual. As a shocked Vegeta and Goku then went on
Okay.
to quickly respond, he's giving the fight over to Lord Beerus out of respect for him? And so then he knew that the only other way that he was going to get Lord Beerus to back down here against him was if he was willing to go all out and destroy him along the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right, Vegeta, and since it didn't look like that was what Lord Ligor wanted to go and do, even though he was stronger than Lord Beerus, Goku says, he still went ahead and decided to go and yield to him by giving him the fight rather than destroying him as a result of it.
Nigga look dumbfounded. Saying squad.
Went on to then shake hands was when Beerus then went on to respond, you know, while you
Speaking of that shit, bro. East Gohan, Sparking Zero. My favorite attack in that whole DLC, bro. Is you're wide open. That shit. That's my favorite move in that game right now, bro. You're wide open. Oh my god. Anyway.
Victory to me out of respect was something that I wouldn't have anticipated to come from such a powerful and fearsome destroyer such as yourself. And I will go as far as to acknowledge that you had me beat, but while I respect you for the decision that you have made here against me, Beerus says, and I don't intend to let this defeat despite you yielding this battle within my favor.
We'll get it back.
Without challenging it again for next time, and I in fact intend to meet you with an even greater force that'll turn the tables within my favor, God of Destruction. That much I can promise. With Ligor responding, well, be that as it may, I will be more than honored to battle here against you again one day, Lord Beerus, as I am not only happy to call you an ally for whatever the future has in store for us, but I am hereby also proud to call you our friend. And while there is nothing left here for neither you or your mortal warriors to prove here against myself and Lord Tigron, Ligor continues, what do you say we go and take this time to heal our bodies and talk things over, so that way you may all gain a better understanding of what we know, Lord Beerus. With
Yes.
having to shake Ligor's hand by
I'm
responding,
very curious about that.
Well then, God of Destruction, but I want you to go and fill us all in with everything that the two of you were made aware of, and nothing less. So would you both agree? With Ligor responding, well, from one ally to another, you have my word that we will go and do just that, Lord Beerus. As a little while later, after everyone was then shown having to be finally healed, it was only just before everyone was then shown having to go and take their leave was when Beerus went on to then chime back in by responding, well, now that everything here has been settled, and since we now understand as to what it was that we wanted to know, it's time for us to all go home, Whis. With Ligor responding, well, very well then, for it shall
Finally
be.
going home.
Each of you head back into your own respective worlds. Let us go and bid our farewell for now. And so now, thank you for standing alongside me and for assisting me and helping me get down to the bottom of what it was that we had suspected, Lord Tigron, Ligor says. And as I also expect for our training to resume in the coming days, and so that way we may go and continue to hone our powers for whatever may lie in store for us in the future. And so because of everything, thank you for standing with me. With Tigron responding,
The big three,
and
the
I
putty
look
cats.
forward to our battle, for I couldn't have asked for a more noble god to stand alongside with than you, Lord Ligor. And as I will go and make sure to be back here and resume as to where we had left off in a few days. As Beerus went on to then shake Tigron's hand by then responding, you are indeed quite the powerhouse, and to witness your power for myself, along with seeing how you were able to control your destruction with such precision, and it was an honor to have stood alongside you, Lord Tigron. With Tigron being shown shaking Beerus's hand back by responding, and I second that with you, for the feeling is mutual here between us, Lord Beerus. For it was my honor, as I will be seeing both you and the other destroyers very soon. As Goku then went on to quickly interrupt by responding, hey, so I hope that there aren't any hard feelings here between us, Lord Tigron. Goku went on to then wave by responding, and I do really hope that you know that our intentions by having to fight against you were all for the best, and so we hope that you'll understand and we'll see each other again really soon one day. With Tigron responding, well, I know that you mortals had went and meant good by waging your battle here against me, and so I do not hold anything personal against the two of you, but I do want you both to know this. For the next time that we go and meet, and we will all come to meet again one day, the two of you better be ready for another battle here against me, because one way or another, no matter how it's done or which one of you it'll be, and I do indeed intend to fight you once again, for you two are special to say the least. And so I do hope that for your sake you go and follow through with your promise for the next time we meet.
Hey, hit the lab, bro.
For it was an honor to have
Hit
faced
the
you,
lab.
so until we meet again done soon. As Ligor went on to then chime back in, well, if there's one thing that I will say that I am fairly certain about, it's that this will not be the last time that the two of you will have the chance in seeing us again, Ligor says. And as I'm sure that Lord Tigron also shares a similar opinion on you as well, for there will come a time where I'm sure that we will all be called together once again one day, but for now, while we go and wait for that time to come, there is still much that needs to be done along the way, Ligor continues, for there are many changes that need to be made and many obstacles that need to be completed, but while you work on these things that call for your improvement, and I have no doubt that I will be expecting to see you all grow into becoming far more powerful than how you are now, and while the cosmos beyond our own is but a vast and unpredictable place that is filled with challenges
the current big three in Universe 7, bro. Lord have mercy.
Say for certain on what the future may hold for any of us along the way, but if there's one thing that I do know, Ligor continues, it's that no matter what lies ahead and no matter how dire or insurmountable it may seem, I am confident that we will rise above the fire in order for us to go and meet it, for your universe has been forged by warriors who understand the meaning of struggle, and after seeing the fruits of your training for myself along with witnessing the two of you bear the power of the gods for yourselves, I am more than reassured that we will not fall along the way. But it was only interestingly enough all the while in the meantime elsewhere within a very faraway place was where a mysterious and sinister group of unknown gods of destruction happened to have been overseeing the entire show taking place, as one of these gods of destruction that went by the name of Arachnivore went on to then respond.
Arachnivore.
So, the two newly appointed gods of destruction have already been alerted to our existence now, have they? Interesting, and with those mortal vermin from the 7th now also catching on as to what those destroyers have learned from their angels, we cannot go and run the risk of having our objectives be compromised if they begin to expand their curiosity further. But even now, I cannot wait to go and sink my teeth into their flesh and draw upon their blood until there is nothing left of them, for I can almost even go as far as to taste it. But even now, after going as far as to see what we just saw, those three destroyers, the one who govern Universe 7, Universe 19, and Universe 20, who just so happen to go by Beerus, Tigron, and Ligor, are the ones to mostly watch out for, Arachnivore continues. And while those recently resurrected gods of destruction are also ones to pay very close attention to, we should have no problem in going as far as to take them all down as well, as another mysterious god of destruction that went by the name of Turlon went on to then respond. I agree, and so you can go as far as to leave more of the bigger destroyers, such as
like a shark,
Reno, and Grizzlor, for me
a spider probably
to go and take care of in the meantime.
Triceros.
So
look, Megalodor. Look, the shark.
That went by the name of Megalodor went on to then respond.
Oh, damn, right there.
Even if they somehow know of our existence, I doubt that they will be able to find a way to go and take action, especially if they don't know as to where we all currently are, and so that gives us time. Yes, and time is something that they do not have at the moment, but what say you, Kano? Arachnivore then went on to respond, as Kano went on to then chime in. Well, I say we just go and descend upon them all now,
the dog?
tear them all apart while they're vulnerable, and while we can go and start by shredding those mortal warriors as a warm-up, I call by getting my hands on Universe 7's destroyer Beerus first.
That's a dog.
And so you can go and leave him all for me, while the rest of you go and handle the other gods in the meantime, as the destroyer Megalodor went on to reveal himself by responding.
So we got 4 dark gods.
Steady, my brethrens, for there
destroy the
is no
gods.
need for us to rush, and so let them go and celebrate these final moments of their fragile peace while they still can, for
he definitely biting shit. Nah, he definitely biting shit. We thought the other motherfucker was biting motherfucker. Nah. He definitely biting. Oh yeah.
We will remain patient in lurking within the shadows and observing, learning, and absorbing the knowledge of their weaknesses as they blissfully remain completely unaware of what lies ahead. For we are a force which has been forged in silence, and even if they suspect of our existence to be true, then we will go and allow for them to wonder until we are given the order once the great king goes and gives us his word, Megalodor continues.
And the great king, huh?
Then will we go and descend upon them like an endless darkness that no lights, no matter how bright, can ever pierce. And so while we watch from across the Omniverse, let them think that they are safe while they still can. For the Great King's command will be our signal, and so in the meantime, just relax. For soon enough, it'll be our
Great King, huh?
to play. As it was only right then and there now during that moment.
They're trying to overthrow Zeno.
Super story of the resurrected fallen gods of destruction, the legendary god saga, manga.
Do these niggas have angels?
Chapter number 9 finale then comes to a close.
Oh shit. Ooh. Ooh. I knew that nigga was a dog. Run that back. God damn it, mouse. Work with me here, bruh. Hell nah, I knew that was a fucking spider. We good off that nigga. I'm not fighting that nigga on game. I knew that was a dog. Oh, standing on business. Standing on bit. No, these niggas look evil. These motherfuckers look. Oh. Next year. Like date. November 9th. Hey, it's next year. Type shit.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here, as I do want to go as far as to address something very important with our dear viewers at the moment. As before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's Patreon
community, built different. You get him next time, Beerus. You'll get him next time. On me. I don't see that explosion. Let me see. Explosion! Damn. Damn. I could see that animated on me. Okay, so Dark Destroyer gods, the Great King. So we got four gods. Or I guess 5, because King. I want to say they're trying to overthrow Zeno. That's what I want to say. But we'll see. It could be bigger than that though, but we'll see. Season 2. Oh shit. Goku, Vegeta, Lord have mercy. Train up, my boys. Train up, bro. But now we got these other niggas. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I cannot wait to see this again. Oh man. Ooh, I cannot wait to see this one again. 2025. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't know when in 2025, but I can't wait. Beerus, yeah, yeah, he was not winning that fight. Just didn't see it, bro. I just didn't see it. Beerus, go train again. You feel me? That way you see Ligor again, run it back, and win the right way. You feel me? Tigron. Next time we see him, he probably gonna evolve too. Oof. I wonder what Goku and Vegeta's gonna get low key season 2. You know they gotta get something, especially to contend with these Bakumonos, these demons. You know. I guess we'll see, man. All in due time. All in due time. That's it. That was the finale of the Return of the Fallen Gods. I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything dealing with gods like that. I don't know why. That's like the whole god thing, right? When it comes to Marvel and DC, Dragon Ball, no matter what it is, I like that shit. Star Wars with the Mortis gods. That's like one of my favorite arcs in the Clone Wars. Besides Maul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anything, right? I just love it. I love it. I love the lore. I love the concepts. God of War. Come on, man. That's the whole game. I love it. But I can't wait to see season 2 this year. Anyway, thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction. Hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Roll to 3K. So you're not subscribed. Hit the Patreon, Twitch, and the game channels. Link in the description down below. And subscribe to Alex. Give Bros hit the 2 million subscribers. You feel me? This year. Hey, beat. But anyway, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.